What's up, people of the world? It's me and Alex Swimmer, aka AP3 Jumped, and today I'm reviewing. My mouth is so dry. I have not really had anything to drink in a few hours. I had a cup of apple juice, and that was it. But anyway, enough of my problems. Today I'm reviewing the the 17th episode of season 9 of My Little Pony: Friendship is Magic, entitled "The Summer Sun Setback." Now, let me tell you something. Let me close this door, because that way I don't accidentally film something I don't want to film. So, and I don't feel like editing these videos. So, this episode, let me tell you something. We're on the home stretch to the series finale of MLP. Actually, let me leave this door open because it creates a really bad echo if I have both of these doors closed. But whatever. So, yeah. This episode, there was so much going on. It felt like, you remember how I said every episode this season is, for the most part, is top tier? Well, this one is no exception, because there's so much going on, and there's, what was I saying? It feels like a landmark episode for this season, because, it focuses on the villains again. It focuses on, not so much Grogar, but, Tyrek, Cozy Glow, and Queen Chrysalis are, whom we're trying to overthrow Grogar, because Grogar is he's stopped looking for his bell, and he's just off doing his own thing, and while the other three villains are off doing their own thing, trying to pretty much take over Equestria all by themselves, whilst overthrowing Grogar in the process. And yeah, that's a key component in this episode. Now, another thing, the centerpiece in this whole episode is the what's it called, the Summer Sun celebration, and so it's basically this celebration that they've had in the show's lore for a long time, and it celebrates the reunion of Celestia and Luna, and because that leads to this next point. One of the main things about this season and about the series finale in general is the whole fact of Luna and Celestia passing on the torch to Twilight, Sparkle, and the rest of her friends for so they can rule over Equestria. And I've heard comparisons of this being similar to the season 3 finale. One of the first major turning points in the series, in which Twilight became an alicorn in the season 3 finale, and it's very much like that. So yeah, to the person that pointed that out to me, good job on you, because I wouldn't have thought about that right away. Sometimes I just don't think about stuff like that super right away, but whatever. I mean, back to the episode itself. So, the three villains, like I said, they're all trying to create this distraction to try to not overthrow the Summer Sun celebration, but to sort of bring disaster upon it, and while also being incognito about it too. And that's the thing about the villains. They're great in this. They're very cunning, and like I said, they're able to do everything that they did without a single damn person knowing about it, or single damn pony, I should be saying. But luckily, that's able to get fixed by the end of the episode. But the hell is that noise? I think that was my fucking wall. But yeah. So another key aspect of this episode is Twilight. She said to all her friends that she's going to stop her twilighting phases and she's going to stop freaking out about shit anymore because, well, if you know Twilight Sparkle, you know how many episodes she's had, and every episode that she's had an episode in. See what I did there? And so yeah, she's had numerous freakouts across the series, and for her to just make this sudden change of character growth, as Discord oh so eloquently points out, is honestly it's a breath of fresh air. That's another main aspect of this episode is that there's humongous character growth, and Twilight's I forget exactly what she was doing, but while she's gone, the rest of the main six plus Spy plus Discord, and I should just call them all the main eight at this point, but you be the judge of that. So they're all noticing the distress that's going on in the celebration caused by the villains, and so they're all trying to fix by themselves, and they think they can't tell Twilight, but Applejack's like, no, you need to tell Twilight because yeah, nobody listens to me. That's pretty much what she said. That's pretty much almost exactly what she said, Applejack. So yeah, I turns out Twilight was true to her word, and she's not freaking out about this. Much to the to the disarray of Discord, which I find to be funny. But because yeah, Discord's like, oh, our sweet Twilight has grown up, in the words of Dr. Worrell. Yeah, and so they fix the festival. They undo all of the damage that the three villains did in this, and Discord at the very end, he's sitting on a cloud holding like a crescent shaped symbol or something like that. And he's like, oh well, turns out Talia has learned, and turns out she will be able to overcome the challenges that she faces. And yeah, so and then this episode ends on a cliffhanger with the villains trying to, they're coming up with their next move. They're saying that it was rather easy to get the ponies to turn on each other. And yeah, turns out that is actually referring to the olden days in the My Little Pony lore, where all of the three races of ponies where they did not get along, and that was what led to the first heart-warming Eve in the show's lore. So yeah, that really makes me wonder what's going to happen, what exactly their next move is, and if they somehow get all three races to turn on each other and sort of have them inflict civil war in Equestria again, and because that would be the first time this would happen in centuries, and so yeah, it makes you wonder: will the Wendigos come back? And because I had forgotten all about those things until Dr. Wolf pointed it out, and I'm like, oh yeah, they're a thing. And they actually appeared in that episode back in season 2 when Heartswarming Eve was first introduced. Like not during the flashback, not just in the flashbacks, but in the present day in the episode while everyone was telling the story of Heartswarming Eve. So yeah, they could very much come back for real. And I couldn't think of a better phrase to use for that. I'm sorry, but this episode, there was just so much going on in it. It like I said, it's definitely season 9 is, for it being the final season, every episode has to be top tier. almost every single episode has, except for one. I should say. So yeah, there's also another thing I forgot to point out: the heightened security introduced in the 200th episode, Twilight 7, was actually employed in this episode because yeah, I had a feeling that would actually be put to practical use at some point. And this episode that had so much going for it. It was funny. The dialogue was great. The characters were great. No one felt shoehorned in, and everyone felt like that they had a proper role in the damn episode. So yeah, this episode pretty much was perfect, and it can only get better from here. I cannot wait to see what the rest of these like what there, because there's less than 10 episodes now, and the series finale is set to air in October. I counted the days, and that's when it's going to end. I don't remember exactly which day in October it's going to happen, but it's going to happen in October, and you better be fucking ready for that. So yeah, because the series finale, it's going to be a very bittersweet day for me, because I am incredibly hyped for it. I'm so looking forward to it, yet I am so not looking forward to it, because it'll be both the best day of my life and the worst day of my life, because yeah, one of my favorite shows from high school will be ending this year, and that saddens me. But I can't wait to see how everything is going to go down, because yeah, like I said at the beginning of the video, we are on the home stretch to the season finale, and we should expect every episode from here on out to have cliffhangers in it. Episodes aren't going to be episodic anymore, I'm sure. Just every single episode from here on out is going to be connected all the way until the very end. I can guarantee it. Maybe for like except one or two episodes, like maybe, but you should expect, and I predict that every episode from now until the end is all going to be interconnected and part of, and I just have cliffhangers in the end. Everything's going to be connected. Yeah. So, yeah. Anyways, if you like this, alright, if you like this video, then don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified of future videos I make, and be sure to stay tuned for more Friendship is Magic episode reviews up until the series finale. So yeah, that's in about 8 more weeks, roughly. Yeah, because both the final 2 episodes are, premiering in the same day. Because almost every season premiere and almost every season finale has been a 2-parter. There's very few exceptions to that. Yeah, so there's like 9 more episodes left in 8 more weeks. So yeah. I'll be counting the ways. So yeah. So that means new videos every single week, guaranteed. I don't know what else I'm doing from now until then, but I guess expect a lot of episode reviews when those come back around Labor Day. So yeah, and pretty much done. And I I don't know if this will happen, but I hope to collaborate with Dr. Wolf and talk about the series finale together. I again don't know if it'll happen, but if it'd be awesome if it could. It'd be like my dream. So yeah, to talk about the finale of my favorite show with someone else for a change. Anyway, I'm Alex Swimmer, aka AP3 Jones. Thank you so much for watching until the end. That's it for me, and I will see you soon. Goodbye.